Scott Buckley, NPI inspections. Come on up. Scott's gotten one of his 11 children married off this past weekend, I think. So tell us what's going on, Scott.
Home inspection business is doing well. I want to thank you very much for that. My daughter did get married July 6th. Thank you for helping me pay for the wedding. I appreciate it. The little flyer I gave you all is our recall check, and it's a little program we give away for free to each client. What we do is we come into the property and we log in the model number and serial number off all the appliances that are staying. They go into a database and then they are monitored there, and they get a monthly newsletter. As long as you sign up through our website with Recall Track, you can put your logo or information at the top of that email newsletter. They get it once a month, so you can touch the clients that you help get into that home, let them know you're there, and then if there's any notices, God forbid, an electrical problem with a dishwasher or the seals, it's not sealed properly and they're gone on vacation and the water leaks all over the floor and the hardwood floors buckle, they'll get notified via email alerted. So if they miss the nightly news, they can still, hey, we've got an issue with your appliances. They can also add any appliances they buy in the future to that recall check. So anything going forward, it'll be all monitored. They'll get that monthly newsletter with helpful tips and whatnot. But it'll alert them if if there's anything recalled. Also on the back, we have over $25,000 worth of coverages. Our next warranty, it's a structural warranty, is free for the remainder of 2019. Once 2020 hits, then they can. They have the option to buy it at 2 different levels if they want. And the way it works is it's $25,000 of coverage, but it's done in $5,000 increments per claim. So if you got any structural issues, that will go towards helping out. Okay. Any questions before I leave? Thank you so much again. Appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Take care. Y'all have a great day. Thanks.
Okay. Thank you, Scott.
Bradley, I am so excited about this new decorating, darling. Who am I? Hello. There are some new faces here.
Including yours.
And Mrs. Ashford Dunwoody of the Peachtree Dunwoody. And I just couldn't help myself but come here to see the new decor. How 2019 we are now, darlings. We should be able to sell even more real estate with this aura around us. Has Bradley been behaving, darlings?
Of course I have.
It's more fun to say no.
Has he been behaving? We never know what to do, but you know you can call me anytime to make him behave, because I know his mama. All right, darlings, I'll see you later.
That is a good point, though. So everyone's noticed everything that came in over the weekend?
Some people have.
Yeah, walk around. I mean, we definitely carpet paint went in months back, but all new furniture, all new conference rooms, all new artwork, pretty slickety. So
We're out of the 80s.
yeah, looks really good. Thank you. I think Jean, Felicia, and Cynthia and Stephen made all those choices, and yeah, we're definitely a completely different look. So thank you, everybody. All right, Cynthia, why don't we go ahead and get you up here? So, Cynthia, year to date,
Overall.
top producer individually. And interesting, I've known Cynthia a long time, actually over 15 years ago when I was still selling, we had partnered near the end.
Yeah.
Started doing some stuff. And Cynthia is a star in this business, extremely consistent in this business, but I would say, I think she would admit too, last couple of years maybe had slid below your standards. and now, yeah, and now you're back in a big way.
Yes.
So
Back in the game.
we were chatting last week, and it was interesting just talking about usually something changes when that happens. All of a sudden you're back at high levels again. So we were talking about it. You can write on the, well, this side might be better. There's just more room. So, no, just right here.
Just write on the drop down one. That'd be fine.
I do this all the time.
Not this one.
You have a problem with that? Where am I supposed to write? Here?
So Cynthia, we were talking about, and I think it's a key
You can move the table.
when you're in real estate that you actually, and we talk about this before the year starts, what is your game plan? What is your strategy for really the entire year? It's just like a football team. You have a game plan for offense and defense to stop the other team and to score on the other team. And what is that plan? We work on it all week as a football team to make it work on Saturday. Well, before the year starts, we have an entire plan that this is my entire game plan for the year in real estate that's going to cause my goals to happen. And I think you have to do that. And I think it needs to be somewhere visually where you see that probably every day. And not just on a little piece of paper, but if I was selling in my office, it would be big. It would almost be on the size of that wall under that screen that Cynthia is standing by. So the question was, what is your total game plan? What are all the activities in your mind, Cynthia, that you do daily, weekly, and monthly to cause this business to happen, which is a big number for half the year? So take it away.
Well, I did have an unusual year last year because I am accustomed to working hard and producing. Last year I didn't really come from like I had to do something, but I want to say from 10 miles out, I went into coaching. So coaching was a big thing for me because I've been coached before and I thought I didn't need coaching, right? Because I have a lot of time and I actually can coach people. But can you coach yourself? That's one big aha. Thank you. So you can, but I wasn't doing a very good job, did I?
That's usually
So
how it goes.
that was how it went. So I decided to make the commitment. I went into coaching. I've had 2 coaches now. So that's just something we didn't really touch on, but it is an accountability type of environment that you're in. So I've done that. So 1 coaching call per week. That's in the big picture. So that's a big thing for me. And I then committed to making 50 calls a week to my database. That is a goal. I would tell you everything I've done, I've found my way forward. So just
start
because
writing
I'm
these,
doing it
right.
now, so it doesn't mean like, coaching is big. I think whether you hire a coach or you coach with somebody else, you can hold each other accountable. We've done that. Then I do 50 calls a week, okay?
Who are those 2?
My database. Oh, let me back up just 1 second because I have a referral-based business. Most of the years, when I look back, we dissect the business. Where did it come from? How did I get it? Who referred me? And I have been as much as 100% referral. I've been 99% referral. Last year, I was 95% referral. So by referral, I mean my database, and I do corporate reload. So those were things that came to me with warm calls. So I'm not accustomed to cold calling, and it's tough for me to do cold calling. So I've molded into doing what I do best, which is calling people I know or know me. So warm calls are better for me. And one of the things that the coach said, and I wrote down, is pretty big aha. What you enjoy doing, you do it better and you have fun with it, and it's not work. So every time I pick up the phone and I'm talking to somebody maybe I haven't talked to for a while, that's your database. And they are happy to hear from you. It's always a surprise. But the phone weighs 1,000 pounds. I cannot pick it up the first time. It's so hard. I don't know why. My phone doesn't get lighter every single week. So another big thing is planned ahead is client appreciation. I put that at the top because, I can't write very well, so y'all can read it.
You're doing fine.
And that includes events, big events, like I have a ladies' holiday party. Huge success for me, because guess what? I like doing that. I really enjoy it. They come to my home. I give them ornaments. I have, the last 4 years or so, we've had, where's Felicia? We've had some, we had white chocolate Christmas martinis.
Yes, those
Then
were
we had Cosmo
amazing.
Christmas. Then we had Grinch Christmas. So
The Grinch ones were pretty darn good too.
So, ladies' holiday party for me. Then I did a movie event for the whole database, like for families. Did the Grinch, but I think I copied the Martinos. So everybody does things, that you learn from each other. So I learned that, and that was a big success for me. So I did that, and then I do pie giveaways for Thanksgiving. So all I'm saying is, all this is planned out at the beginning of the year, and we decide what we're going to do. And I do have a marketing director, Denise, that works for me, and she helps with all of this. I do Christmas ornaments, and if I have a Jewish client that I know is Jewish, I don't always know, I do a little different thing with their name in there. By the ornaments, then, they are personalized with their name and their home address, and then the back of it says, "Thank you, from Cynthia Pierce." And what happened is on Facebook, they put like 5 ornaments out and go, "Best realtor." I'm like, "Oh, of course. So get a lot of traction out of that. I do a lot of various gifts to my database. So like we just come up with stuff that people sell us, and I buy into it. I am like a real big shiny penny person. You come in, you show me something new and exciting and brand new. Oh, I gotta have it. So whatever it is, like I'll do various gifts, and I've done like beach balls, and thought those were super cute. So any of those things, y'all just fill in the blanks. What are you comfortable with? I gave a professional organizer an hour with a professional organizer as a gift to my database, and they had a raffle. Because guess what? Most of my database a lot of them are in my age bracket, and what do they need? Downsizing, decluttering. So because you're kind of listening to your database, you figure out what would be of value to them, and then you can structure what you want to promote. So it worked out great. People really joined in on that. And then my big giveaway is notepads. Okay, I do those twice a year, and they look like. Hold on, I'll show you. So we did. We had a cute little letter that went out with the notepads this year, and I said that's my actual notepad, the to-do, like that. But we did send out the notepads in January, and I went, oops, maybe I should have checked my to-do list a little more carefully. I hope this notepad is still useful in February. I didn't get them mailed out in time. So sometimes when you make a mistake, you just let everybody know. So I did that, and now currently I'm doing a promotion with call-ins. I don't know if these are in order, but they call in to me to win 10. I have 10 gifts, and it's a monthly call-in, and they win just by calling me. When they call me, I just, hey, how are you? And they're, oh gosh, that charger is something I always wanted to have. I can't believe you're giving it away. Am I in the top 10? And of course, they are. Because they bothered to call me, right?
You're number 90, but you're number
90 charger pads.
Yeah.
No, I didn't have to. Actually, some of them I get like 5 calls. And then, of course, they all 5 got in, but you commit to 10. And so we did this. This is our little call-in to win. Again, Denise structures all this, and it tells them what we're giving away. We gave away, what did I give away? So far I've given away things like, what did I give away? Oh, I gave the market basket, and for July, that's going out this week. So it's a picnic basket, but it's a market basket. You can take it to the farmer's market. Super cute with the red checked lining. So my gifts tend to run between $20 to $40 because my database would never pick up the phone and call for a $10 gift. They just wouldn't, So we initially started out saying $10 Starbucks or whatever. And I said, you know what? That's not going to drive somebody to call me. They need bigger gifts because they're spoiled. So I did a Mother's Day spa treatment as one of them. Big, huge success on that. And I'm going to, call in for your mom, yourself, your daughter, whoever. Huge success on that. So I guess what I'm saying is staying in touch with your database is one of the biggest things. So this is a call-in giveaway.
Makes the phone lighter when they call you, doesn't it?
Hello, thank you, Randy. Because the phone doesn't weigh 1,000 pounds if you're just answering the call, right? It only weighs 400. So sometimes I went to voicemail and I gave them the gift anyway. No, sorry, don't act like I don't want to call people. I do networking, a lot of networking. And that's been, sorry, is that under here? Okay, let me just put it over here.
No, keep it in that column.
Keep it in the column? Okay, networking is on a lot of levels. I do coffees. Goal is 2 per month. Used to be 1 a week, but then when I didn't make it, guess what happened? I reduced the goal. Anybody else see that? The coach was like, you can have 1 coffee a week. Yeah, I can have 1 coffee a week. 3 weeks go by, I didn't have any coffees. So I'm like, oh, oops. Okay, so I just adjusted the goal a little bit. Then, or dinner. I'll do dinner really well. But a lot of people call me, and not my clients, but vendors and all, they call me, I'm going to take you to lunch and do all this. Like, you know what, I don't do lunch. If you want to get me, you got to get me at 9 o'clock in the morning at Starbucks or we're done. Or you can take me to dinner, okay? So the midday is for work for me. I really don't like a long lunch. That doesn't work in my world. I know business is done at lunch, and lots of you may have a lot of success with that, but to me it interrupts the day. I can't get back on my game. So I don't do lunches very often. Another thing on networking is I go to Orange Theory, which you all have heard me say that, because I'm surprised that I go. So I want to keep positively reinforcing myself that I go to Orange Theory, because if I tell you guys, you're all going to go, oh, she goes to Orange Theory. Yeah, I'm going to go today. So I actually picked up a buyer that's selling their place and buying like $500,000. So is that worth my membership?
Yeah.
Is it worth sweating every time you go? We're all on the same. So that's a big resource. Dunwoody Country Club, I belong there. So my favorite thing to do is to tell my husband, we need to go to dinner at the club tonight because I need to see and be seen. See and be seen, right? So see and be seen. If you're in the game, you just got to show up, you got to be valid. So I just consider that validated. The cost of dinner just validated that I'm out here playing, right? I'm alive, I'm working. So it does that. Then also we do, so coffees and dinners are big. Then I do brownies mailed out of a service to the people on their 1-year anniversary. So that's automated. We just enter the, and it's a big, brownies at 1-year anniversary. Somebody just emailed me yesterday that they got their brownies and thought it was so nice that I was thinking about them. I forgot that I sent them out. It's automated. Move-in day pizzas, really big thing when your client moves in. The day they move in, send them pizzas. Otherwise, you got to go and help them unpack. So I put move-in pizzas as part of my, my touch. Okay. Then I think I did a July email blast that goes out every year with my grandkids, all dressed in I should have brought that email blast. It's hysterical. First, they're all sitting on the ground, it's all cute, and everybody's all kind of kids. And then my daughter takes pictures, and she told them all to jump. So 4 grandkids jump up in the air and go crazy, and their hair's flying. And so Denise crafted the message was before sugar, after sugar. Happy 4th.
Okay, so go to column 2. So the reason I want to have columns is really that first column other than coaching, if we move that.
Okay.
This is really Cynthia's total picture, daily, weekly, and monthly for the year of just how she's going to lead gen and touch her clients. Her plan, 50 calls a week, working out, and she didn't say, but she said in the previous one, she had stopped working out at Dunwoody Country Club. She wanted to start doing that because there's just more people.
Yeah.
But this is her total plan, 2 coffees / dinners, all that's her plan that she sees regularly that she's doing, it could be a weekly or monthly or sometimes yearly
Right.
thing, but that's causing the number she wants to have, and it is, so it's working. And then I think if we draw a vertical line on the right side of that, if you would, that's all really just lead gen database touch. Now, for all of us, the next column's different. So what else are you gonna do that's still your game plan? For Cynthia, her, in that next column is referrals, okay?
Yeah.
She works a big, not referrals, reload.
Reload.
So she works a huge reload business on purpose. Over the years, there's 3 or 4 major companies that she makes a big push to keep
And
in.
referrals. That's just
Right.
referrals like from other agents. I network around the
Okay,
country.
put that up there.
Yeah.
Okay. Those are strategies, and I think all of us, that left column, that we all work that. We all work a database and lead gen, and it should be, for the most part, most of your business. But the second column can be 2 to 4 things. Sometimes people do too many things. They try to do all 30 things that you can do. I'm a blog, I'm a website. It's too much. You got to pick what works for you. So what else? What else? You on purpose stay in relationship with referral agents, reload. What else? Is that it for you? Pretty much?
Well, I'm a member of the luxury homes group.
Okay.
So pretty much I do a lot of networking in luxury.
Okay,
That's
I would put that up there.
where,
That, you go to the national convention on purpose, right?
Luxury network.
Right.
That's, again, validating when I do have a luxury listing, which I have one coming up right now. So y'all gonna have to go see it pretty soon.
Cynthia, you've referred 2 commercial deals to me.
There we go.
They were excellent.
Thank you. Always looking out for commercial referrals. You know, I don't do them. I don't do commercial myself. I always call Charlie and say, who do you want to refer this to?
Don't forget about Scott, too.
Oh,
Number 1.
I mean, if Charlie doesn't call Scott, that's not my problem. So yes, commercial division, but that's a big one too. One of the things I was going to tell you is when you take Bold, they give you this little sheet. This is what I use when I call. So write everybody down and whether I got a referral from them. Did I ask for a referral? What was the result of the conversation? Sometimes it said, what happens to me is I call it dialing for dollars. When I really sit and focus and start dialing, then there's all these to-do lists afterwards, and I totally break down on the to-do list afterwards. So that is something that, for me, it's a challenge, because everybody would say, well, maybe I'd like to know about the market over in, Sugarloaf or something. And I'll send you all that. And then I have to go and do it right then, because otherwise it just goes by, and I forgot to send that. So just be careful what you promise, because I really am bad about figuring out how to, I'm just calling the next person then, okay, I'll do that. And then the to-dos become a lot because you just talk to people and you found out what's going on. Maybe their kid had a birthday, maybe their kid won something and you want to send something. So rewarding their events in life is my goal, and I think Virginia probably does it better than anybody I know.
1034, the
Just-
Weather Channel notification, a special frequency.
Thanks, Charlie.
We're phone, man. Figure out how to do it.
Charlie's out, Scott's in.
If you're trying to
Charlie's gone.
Scott made that go off.
So if you're trying to build a referral-based business, which I, of course, 100% encourage referral-based business versus a cold calling, FISBO, all those, because I personally have succeeded through referrals. When I started in real estate 150 years ago, which was only really 34 years ago, I did not really have a base. So to create that base, I just hung on to every person like that my life depended on it. So I stayed in touch with them, I followed up with them, I had a 3-year follow-up program. You mail a card 4 cards a year were already addressed and ready to go. When they closed, they were mailed, I already signed them, they were mailed out automatically. So all of those things help keep you in touch with people, because they don't move a year from now, do they, normally? They don't move 2 years from now, but 3, 4, 5 years, they're gonna be moving again and they forgot who you are if you don't stay in touch. That's a part of my ornament campaign is even though I sold them a house 5 years ago, if I like them, I keep them on my ornament list. It's expensive, guys, but they get an ornament, and I just, hope and pray that they will remember me when the time comes that they need to sell or refer somebody. So it's on purpose, and that's what I've been doing for a long time, and that's why I'm a referral-based agent now. And I don't like cold calling, so this works better for me. And again, the coach said, if you enjoy doing what you're doing, it doesn't feel like work, right? So I always pick what I really enjoy doing and try to make that expand so I can meet my numbers. And I do have the numbers all written down and dissected by pacing, and I'm one closing off for my pace right now, so I gotta make it up. Gotta get right on the phone. So
Thank
just
you.
some visuals to help you. This is your
I'll put that back up, please.
And Diane,
clean your board.
Yes.
Can I ask what percentage of the budget she uses for marketing?
Ask it.
Cynthia, what percentage of your budget is marketing?
That is a very good question, but it's high. It's high.
Well, mine is too. I don't do Dollar Tree giveaways, so
You do?
I'm more. No, I don't.
Can you
I'm more in
speak
line
up,
with
please?
this.
What was the question?
How big is your database, though?
What percentage of our budget for marketing?
I should have that answer. I have to ask Denise.
I just assumed you would. But
I do.
Sorry.
I just don't know.
Okay. Thank you.
But I do.
But what does the red book say? I mean, it's actually a lot of money.
It's a lot of money.
20%.
Because we have
I think
added
it's
events and we still were below what
I think it's
Gary says you can spend.
Yeah, and I'd rather spend it on this stuff than,
Yeah, and that's what he
than on the
says.
billboards.
Okay,
The
so,
thing is, if you send a
Watch it
gift,
for the
what you need to do is call to follow up, which is where I call down.
right, and that's a key point.
But
So,
you never will again.
Never.
so really, the key to a lot of these calls is they give us something to do.
Yeah,
right?
because that was the whole excuse to call. Like you call and say, I'm sending you an invitation to the Grinch movie. Hey, did you get my invitation to the Grinch movie? Hey, I know you're coming to the Grinch movie. Just call to remind you. You can get 4 calls. You can get a follow-up call, 5 calls around an event.
And then you can send them photos after.
And you send photos so you can really get a relationship. And even if you don't know people that well, the fact that you sent them something or invited them to something, will give you a reason to call them and get in a better relationship.
Right, give me something to do. Give me something to solve, right?
Yeah.
We're more in relationship, and your opinion of me has increased because I solved it. So do you see how having this in front of you every day is going to make it more likely to happen? She knows her whole plan. She knows some of these are weekly, some monthly, some yearly, but we're not just forgetting about them. This is her game plan, just like football team. They all know their first 3 plays they're running before they leave the tunnel, right? This is the plan. And then this is also part of the plan, other areas that I get business and their strategies around it. I think I've told you a million times, Gene Frederick, one of the top producers in the company, top teacher in the company, they run a $5 million commission team down in Tallahassee, big team, and they farm their strategy. One strategy over here is they farm 7,000 homes. Okay, I don't know how many neighborhoods that is, but Gene will tell you they farm monthly 7,000 homes. 75% of his yearly income comes from the top 150 people in his database. They know that. So even though they farm all that, it's a way smaller number. They actually, Cynthia touched on this, they actually have a staff person. Most people can't do that. We're not at that point, but they have a staff person that their only job is to service their top 150 people. That's it. Whatever they call in with, concierge service.
I dream of that.
Right. You help. This is broken. We will get you the electrician. We'll probably come out and even look at it. Anything. We need a restaurant. We need this. We need that. They know the top 150 people all the time in their database that are the key people that give them business. And they take care of them.
That's my
Right.
dream.
Right.
I want to have that person. 'Cause
Right.
that's so.
Right. So we are, in our calls, it's a plus when someone gives you something to do, because now I can prove myself, right?
Right.
So hopefully this is helpful. Again, it's a big game, it's a big strategy. We gotta know this with our database, but for all of us this is different. Some of us work investors. That's what we're good. We have investment property. We know how to counsel you on investments. Some people know bank asset managers. I'm going to turnkey your foreclosures and short sales. I mean, it's on and on. What your angle. Some people farm neighborhoods. There's 40 different ways. I wouldn't pick a ton of these. Okay, you can't do 10 of these. You're spread too thin. But you have to know where your business is coming from and really have an organized strategy. We've talked many times. I mean, Jim Jenks, exactly what Cynthia said. Walking his dog in the neighborhood is right here.
Yeah.
He gets business from it.
Yeah.
And he likes doing it. He likes walking, he likes his dog. Right?
Chick magnet.
There you go. Okay? I mean, I've told you before, I don't know if it's embarrassing or not. I'm 60 years old. I've been playing fantasy football for 40 years with the same 8 guys. Okay? We have fun. We like doing it, but I've sold them 40 houses, the 8 of them. Wow. Okay, over the years. Okay, so what are these things? You have to be, what are the things I like? I mean, because Cynthia's right. It's way more fun. Making the money's fun.
Yeah.
But if it's something that, this is what I like doing, right? Anything you can do around cooking or throwing a party.
Cooking and parties are my name.
Right, there you go.
Love it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's, do you have any music for this? All right, so who is, I see a hat, I know, who is participating in the Sharp Dress Woman contest today? 2, 3.
I can't participate, but I'll be in.
Rachel is in, Jackie Onassis is in. Who else? Erica, will you be in? Donna, you're in? Everyone get to the back, line up behind Randy.
Renee, too.
Renee.
Yes, you can.
Donna, Tasha, get in there. All you gotta do is just look down.
This is
So do we. Come on.
All right, here we go. Give him a big hand. All right, who's our first candidate? Cynthia? All right, there she is. Come on. Very nice. Very smart outfit there. Like the gold chain. It's silver. Sorry, my bad. All right, who's next? Karen. Nice summer look for Karen. Next is Erica.
So you're going to be like
Trying to match our new decor in the office. Going and going the opposite. You know Dominique is in the room today. Oh my goodness, is that Mick Jagger? All right, here she is, Tasma. That's world concealer. Here we go. Oh, how did you? Don't wear your makeup on the listing of appointment, please. All right, here we go.
sometime.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
What we're trying to promote here is, when you say all these, they're different styles, all these I would find acceptable to wear for business. Right? It's amazing though.
We object to the word acceptable.
You think you're gonna please all the other ones?
Do what?
No matter what you say, you're not gonna please all these.
No, but I'm just saying, the point is, we're trying
You
to
would trust your
present a
financial
business
decisions.
look that no matter where you are, even if you're not technically in business at the moment, people think you're in business, right? That's a key.
If you're dancing.
Yeah. So, we will buy your claps and throw in the winner. Tashma! Rachel! Dominic! I'm going shopping for purple right now. All right, Erica! Aaron! Dave! But my ears say Dominic! Dress up. You'd be surprised when you're in Target on a day off. If you're dressed in just sweats, it's way different than they're dressed like this. And I think just mentally you feel more business-like, correct? Yeah. All right, congratulations. Thank you all for participating. Let's get a pick. Who has a camera real quick?
All right, Jimmy.
Sorry. Who has a Polaroid? All right, y'all get in. Two rows. There we go. One more in front. There we go. All right, beautiful.
No. You need to get over here. You get a time. Okay, y'all scoot a little bit. Y'all put your leg out and your hip out like this.
All right, y'all ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, do it again.
All right. Okay, excellent. All of you have. Okay, last one. Y'all like to play golf? Free, no entry. 100 for first. 150 for first, 100 for second, 50 for third. You can fill this out right now. Circle one in each column, each group. You have 9, 10 picks. Your top 5 count. Put your name on the top. Hand it to me at the end. You got to get this in by truly Wednesday night, because these guys are playing across the pond, and they really go off at 1 in the morning Wednesday night. So this should be a fun one. This should really be a good tournament to watch. A lot of interest in this. Yeah.
This is a great thing you can use on Facebook. Brad will email it to you. It's real easy to make it yours, and you can have fun with it.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about golf, but I've had good results with contests.
Yeah, people like it. Okay, so you can fill that out or do it on email me, but it's easier if you're here to do it. So let's go. Let's go Certainty Home Loans.
Let's go, Certainty.
Loving these rates. Loving these rates.
What's that?
Loving these rates.
Yes, yes. Well, love them quick. But first of all, humbling experience this weekend. Mr. Brad Feynman kicked my butt on the golf course Saturday. So it was, I'm not going to say humiliating, it was just humbling. But he was spot on. So what's that?
I thought he was a fisherman.
Yeah, well,
You know he was a golfer.
he
He's a man of many talents.
We had a good time.
We had a good time, and it was good. All right, couple of just quick announcements because I know we're getting late here. We've got 2 classes next week. Next Tuesday, after the sales meeting, we're doing our Mortgage 102, which is kind of advanced, out-of-the-box thinking, helping you guys solve everyday problems that you run into frequently in your contracts, either if it's with amendments or if it's with low appraisals or last-minute issues that come up. We teach you how to avoid some of those things. So especially some of you newer people or some of the people who've been around for a while need a freshening up. That is next week. I don't have a schedule in front of me, but I think it's 11:30 to 1 or something like. What's that?
12:45 or 1.
Yeah, something like that, but lunch will be provided. So we'd love to have you guys attend. I promise you will learn something. We also get into a little bit of depth about credit and give you some tips on how to improve your score too. So also next week we haven't had one for a while. We're going back to a wine and cheese next Thursday afternoon, and the topic is going to be how to work with investors. So we all occasionally work with investors, whether they be cash investors, finance investors. We've got phenomenal programs. We've even got a no-income investor program. We've got an unlimited number of properties they can buy investor program. So it's going to be kind of an informal thing. It's a wine and cheese here in this room. Bring your scenarios, your situations. We'll all discuss them. Rates have been holding. They have ticked up a little bit over the past few days, just to kind of let you know. So we were quoting as low as 3.75 before. Now we're still under 4, but we're maybe more at 3.99. So they have ticked up just a little bit, just to kind of keep you guys in the know. All right, any questions, concerns? Great, thanks. We appreciate your business. Have a great week.
Again, these rates are a story to tell people. I mean, under 4, it's like don't think, go. Okay, they're not under 4 very much of your life, and it makes a big difference in your payment. So this is a story you should be telling everybody, seriously. And same thing for yourself. Refinance. Look at your numbers. A lot of times there's enough margin you can, for no cost, cut your payment. So that's something. Again, you talk to your database. You make someone aware of that. They actually do save $150 a month. Do you think they're happy with you? Yes. Okay. This is a big event in a lot of ways to talk around. All right, top producers. We report 2 ways: year to date and monthly. So this is monthly. This is for the month of June. Okay. Top teams, 2 and 2 only. RJ and Jim McCarty, 1. Claudia Basato, Daniel Polito, 2. Tara and Gary Gaines, 3. Deb and Michael Martino, 4. Eddie Levin, Sam Klein, 5. Congratulations. Top groups, 3 or more licensed working together, licensed agents. Number 1, Nicole Ambrose Group. 2, Becky Wynn Evans Group. 3, Providence Group. 4, Alexander Group. 5, Bolt Group. Congratulations. This is for the month of June only. There he is. He's left the room. Number 1, Scott Morton. Oh, he's back there. There we go. 2, Josephine Jang. 3, J.M. Scott. 4, Rocky Kaufman. He's working the room. 5, Howard Garrett. Congratulations. And this is for the month of June. Number 1, Brandon Atkins. Number 2, Mike Culver. 3, Cynthia Pierce. 4, Dan Bangs. 5, Tosh McGrave. 6, Amanda Martin. Very nice. 7, he's less than a year or just over. Joe Bombera, 8. Susan Eschbach, 9. George Jackson, 10. Lawson Finlinson, 11. Paige Pace, not that long in the business either. 12. Adriana 0. 13. Jana Huffam. 14. Diamond Blackman. And 15. Luann Gilmore. Congratulations. Very nice. Let's talk for just a minute. So, I always am amazed that this book is the key to this company and our business, okay? It's been out for a long time. Gary's written 4 books, all bestsellers. This is still the most important book. And I'm always shocked at myself when I've gone for a longer than shorter period and have not opened this book. The key to everything we want and what we should do is in this book, plain and simple. So, I'm going to start, and you have it in front of you. So this is basically the 9 ways millionaires think. People that make $1 million, that are worth $1 million, it's in the book. This is at the front of the book. So let's talk today. We're going to go over one in the upcoming weeks at each meeting. A thinking powered by a big why. What does that mean? I can take it.
Pretty foxy.
It's actually hot, yeah. What does it mean, Michael?
It's something that's going to make you want to get up every morning and make sure you get done so you don't miss that opportunity.
I think that's a pretty darn good definition. Who else? Well, that's pretty accurate. So a big why, I think, brings big focus and big energy. Okay? And it's kind of it's kind of a weird thing, my big why. Okay? I mean, I wish there was another way you could say that. Okay? But imagine this, okay? Imagine you truly have figured out your big why, which is that's a long-term plan, okay? And that you've really had honest conversation with yourself and you really have determined this, okay? So let's just imagine that in this corner where the ceiling 2 walls come together, this is like a mountain range going up. Let's just say that's Everest, top of Everest. This is all the base camps going up. And that's what we're shooting for, okay? That's my big why, okay? And for it can be different for different reasons, okay? I mean, Michael, if it's not too personal, like what's your big why? Yeah. It's Deb. Well, there's probably some truth to that, isn't there? Right. There's some big truth to that, right?
I was just going to say that.
Yes.
I knew he would.
So were you wanting to say it, or were you just saying it was you?
It starts with family. It's creating a legacy that's going to keep them happy, healthy for as long as I can foresee. And leaving the world in a better place than it was when I got here. It's however many people I could touch and help. That's part of my big why, and this business allows you to do that.
So, Deb and the boys is near the top, providing a life for them. Mm-hmm. And have you worked through a number that you think is a number that causes that?
We have.
Okay, and I'm gonna say it's more than 10,000.
More than we have.
Yes. I mean, it's probably a 7-figure number, correct?
No, absolutely.
Okay, and for most of us, if we thought through it, that's probably true. Okay, and this isn't the only reason we have a why. It doesn't necessarily have to be money, but for most of us, whatever we want, even if you want to help a lot of people, it's going to require money. Okay, so let's just say that number, whatever it is right there, okay? And Michael knew that number 30 years ago, okay? What keeps him going daily? It's 95 degrees. What? That.
It's, I don't feel that good. That. Or bigger, what I see a lot is, let's just say that Christine has a $60,000 commission month. What I see a lot of times is, I don't see Christine for 3 months, right? Right? Right. We go do other things. But if that, so 60's here, right? If that was really the big why, we wouldn't go do other things. We just see that that's a step to getting to that. But it's true. Okay, I think the people that year in, year out, month in, month out, week in, week out, just keep driving is they don't lose sight of that. And that successes along the way are good and need to be celebrated, but it's just a piece of that. And if we made 60 and in 3 months we spent 50, either that's not our big why or we're missing something. Okay? So I think it really is important to know that, because that will keep you daily in the focus and the energy you need to achieve that. And that short-term stuff, either good or bad, doesn't. That's where I'm going. Okay?
Yep.
Renee?
See if I text, you'll
Yeah, I know.
I know. How it works.
It's almost 100% correlation.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm Renee Dillon with Ganic PC. So y'all were talking earlier about touches to your database. I'm going to give you one here. So if you've had a cash buyer that's closed this year, since January 1st, and if you have a cash buyer going forward the next couple of months and property tax bills haven't come out, make a list of all your cash buyers and call them when their property tax bill comes out. For those of you that are newer to this, the tax records don't reflect new ownership until the next calendar year after you purchase. So even if somebody bought a property on January 3rd of this year, they're not going to show as the owners for tax purposes until next year in 2020. So what happens is a lot of cash buyers, particularly ones that close way earlier in the year, they forget about this. They forget that they're going to have to pay the whole tax bill when it comes out. And the tax bill is not in their names. They think that they don't have to pay it. So it is a good touch, a good reminder to call them up, send them a picture, or send them a copy of their tax bill, and just remind them that the sellers paid their portion to them at closing for this year, and they need to make sure to get it in by whatever the deadline is for that county or city. Any questions on that one? Yes.
Is there like a place we can go to get the dates of each county, like when they're due, when the tax bill is due?
Yes, there is a place. I can get something sent over to you. Most of the counties are pretty consistent in their dates, Fulton being the big glaring exception. They send their bills out whenever they feel like it. They may or may not be permanent bills. They've been temporary the last couple years. But yes, there is a place where you can find that. And it's on most of the county websites. Any other questions? Such an exciting topic today. Yay.
All right, so let me ask you this. Closing just occurred. They just handed you your check. What are the 5 key activities you've done prior to that as an agent?
Make sure they switch their utilities.
Okay, well, the first one you never get is the most obvious. Go to closing. Okay? I'm shocked. I'm just hearing more and more people not going to closing. You have to. You represent your client. Okay? If you're out of town, at least get somebody to go. Most people don't do this very often. They need someone by their side. Okay? What before that? What's the thing you've done just before that?
Walk through.
Okay, you gotta walk through the house. Okay? Even if there's no repairs done, right? We gotta make sure this is what a person that's in real estate that knows what they're doing. I'm advising you. I can't say you put it under contract 30 days ago. We want to make sure
It's still there.
Yeah, or bad stuff didn't happen.
If you close and then you call your or your client calls your agent, you're going to call from your buyer, says, "Hey, there's water all in the basement." Well, when did this happen? Well, we don't know. We haven't been in the house for a week. Once you buy that once the buyer buys that property, it's theirs. If they don't find issues before closing, they have virtually no recourse against the seller to get it fixed.
Right, so if we walk in the day of closing, day before closing, I walk, there's water in the basement, what do we do? Delay closing, right? There we go. What's the thing before that? What do we do?
Check that the money's wired.
Well, yes.
Buyer.
We probably want to go over the closing statement, the CD, with our client, right? If you want to establish value in what you do, yes. I have a set time we're going to call. You have it, I have it. Let's go through. I'm showing you I know what I'm doing. If we want other people these people to refer to other people, we got to have reasons they refer us.
And the lender should
Right.
go over the numbers with them, but unless you're using a good lender, that doesn't happen all the time. So you need to go over it with them. You need to make sure they know how much money they're sending in. Everyone just clicks through their approvals these days. They're not really looking at the paperwork. That's why your buyers never know how much money to bring. They ask you, even though they've seen it probably 3 or 4 times. Yeah, they signed off on it. So go over that with them.
Right. It's good business, but actually you're doing that selfishly for yourself. If you do that ahead of time, I promise you, your closing will be way better and way faster. If they've seen the numbers and they're already good with the number. And then what else before that? Utilities, right? Those are just, that should be a list. That's what we do. I mean, the last 5 days before closing are fairly busy for us, right? Check to make sure they understand the wire.
And
Okay?
if you are representing a cash buyer, I personally don't let cash buyers leave my office unless they've set up a homeowner's insurance policy. Some attorney got sued by that one time, so we just do that. But talk to your cash buyers. You know, for those getting a loan, they have to have that policy in place, or they're not going to even get out of underwriting without a deck page. But you'd be surprised how many cash buyers don't set up their insurance prior to closing. And again, once they walk out my door, that property's theirs. So if it caught on fire, a tree fell on it while they're at closing, they're going to be responsible out of pocket to fix that if they don't have insurance set up.
Those are the big ones. All right, very good.
All right. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you, Renee. Use these people. Again, anyone can do the easy closing. These guys do the hard ones, and they're available. There's a percentage of closings that in the last 6 hours of the night before go haywire. These people will stay there and get it right. There's too many stories of that happening. All right, let's use caravans. What do you got? Tasman.
I have a 2-2 condo in Sandy Springs coming up, 180, fresh paint, carpet, ready to go, move in. I have a 5-3 coming up in South Fulton, 260, again, fresh paint, ready to go. And I have a 3-3 in West Midtown that is new to the market, townhome off of MREA Street, and it's 275.
Nice. Very nice. Who else? Hey.
I have a 3-1 brick ranch in Marietta, River District. New roof, windows, and HVAC in the last couple of years. Going live on Thursday for $229.
What school district?
Wheeler.
And y'all realize with the lack of supply and actually lack of first-time buyer homes, I mean, something under 3, your chances are pretty strong, right?
And we have got the deal for you.
There you go.
A mile from Woodstock, 4-bedroom, 3-bath ranch. Woodstock's hot, as everyone probably knows. Price of $269,900. Recent renovation in fantastic shape. Again, 4-3 ranch, so hard to find.
I've got 2. I've got a Kingsborough 3603 Kingsborough Road, which is right off of Peachtree, where Buckhead and Brookhaven meet. We've had a price improvement to $705. It's a 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath, hardwoods throughout. It's a 2006 build. It's in a historic neighborhood, typically of 1940s, 50s houses. So you've got all the nice modern features, the nice eat-in kitchen, large closets, and that sort of thing. Also got a builder's home. You know, it's on Ector Court. It's listed now. We had a price improvement. It's listed now for $1.119 million. It's got an in-ground pool, 5 bedrooms, 4.5 baths, hardwoods throughout, all the extras, wine cellar. If you have any questions, contact me and I'll get you in. But love to have some people look at it.
Okay, Rashad?
One just hit the market about 5 days ago over in Princeton Lake subdivision. This is a swim tennis community. 3089 Abbey Drive. It's a 5-bedroom, 4 full baths, 3-car garage, just over 4,800 square feet. It also has a billiards room, and the pool table will stay. All the flat screen TVs in that room, which is a 5, will stay. The dartboard stays. All the chairs stay. It also has a theater room on the 3rd floor with a 100-inch projection screen. The projector and the media chair stay. We're at, for that first-time home buyers, you can go FHA. We're at 379.9. And we're actually taking professional pictures today. So we received the offer. We're going to counter it, but you still can get your buyers in there and get us an offer. It's a great property. And I have another one coming in the same community, of smaller, 185,000. 3 bedrooms, 2.5 baths, 2-car garage. We're finishing up the paint, new carpet. Just changing out some pictures. We'll be on the market in about 2 weeks. We'll be at 185 on that one. And if anybody, I have a couple of investors or developers that's looking for off-market or new or investment opportunities in Sandy Springs and Dunwoody. They like to buy around 5, put some money in it and put it back on the market. I know where Sandy Springs and Dunwoody is. I am not familiar with it, as some of you may be. So if you got anything, send it to me. They go up to $2 million. You want to buy about 5 or 6 before the year out.
Okay. Ernie?
Have a new listing coming up in Forsyth County, area 221. It's a 5-bedroom, 4-bath, full brick, built in 2015, hardwood floors. A beautiful property, going for $559.
Nice, Ernie.
Yeah, it's going
Scott?
If anybody's looking, has a client looking for something in Roswell, I have a property next to the mill on Sloan Street, which is probably one of the most desirable streets in Roswell. It has been used as an office. It can be commercial or residential. It is zoned residential as well. It's a 4-1.5. It has a big parking lot in the back, which has room for an expansion. 2 doors down, they just expanded a house, pretty much double. I even have the plans for that I'm willing to share, that have been approved by historical, to expand that house if anybody wanted to do it. The comp 2 doors down is 7.25. This is listed at $599 with a very motivated seller. It does not have the kitchen finished out, so you have to put a kitchen in. It's had one and was taken out. So if you got somebody looking to be right next to the mill in Roswell, I've got a great property. 38 Sloan Street.
Renovation special in Kingsley, 4.5, hit the market last Thursday or Friday. Take a look if you'd like to, any information, let me know. $375. It does need renovation pretty much. It's got a newer HVAC and newer windows. I'll say that. The rest of it needs work.
New mailbox.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. It's a great location. Nice flat backyard. There's a lot of good things about it. It's got a great floor plan that has a lot of potential.
Sandy Springs.
It's probably
Sandy Springs.
Kingsley, Dunwoody, Kingsley Elementary. Then you have another one that's going to come on at Habersham Estate, which is the condominium complex that's kind of behind. It's off Peachtree. I'll just leave it like that. It's a 2-bed. Well, it was originally a 2-bedroom, 1-bath. It's been renovated to where it's a large studio style, loft style unit. It's got some updates that have been done throughout the years. It's getting painted right now. It's coming on the market probably by next week. Final price is going to be somewhere in the 165 to 175 range, I would guess. So I'll let you know when it hits the market.
Jim.
2-bedroom, 2-bath, cottage style home in Mountain Brook subdivision, active adult community, 309 gated. Just was on a few days. Should be getting offers, so send anybody over with stuff.
Nice. Yeah.
I have a price improvement in West Midtown. It's a 3-level single-family home. Has a beautiful private backyard, wraparound porch where you have city views. New construction is going for like $620. This is listed for $449.
Very nice.
I have a 3-2 coming up in Lawrenceville, and as of yesterday, it's getting new AC. It's being renovated, new laminate floors, new carpeting in all the bedrooms, updated kitchen, updated baths. It's probably going to be, we were thinking 204, but I think now it's been new era, probably 207. Discovery High School and no HOA.
Okay. Nancy.
I have a want. It sounds really easy, but I've got somebody that needs a motivated sale quickly. It has to be a good middle school, and it's Buckhead, Brookhaven, or Dunwoody.
A buyer.
1.2 to 1.3.
No such thing as a good middle school.
Yeah.
Well, no, that's true.
Tough age.
Tough age.
There are good ones. Okay, hey, that should be findable. All right, anyone else?
I don't have a listing, but I have a request of my real estate family. I am now in my 3rd year of doing our back to school supplies and backpack drive for Barack and Michelle Obama Academy. It's in town, Atlanta. So I would love your support. I'm actually doing a client event wrapped around this as well here, an ice cream social on the 28th. But I've invited the community. Please, 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 if you would so feel in your heart to donate school supplies, backpacks, much needed school, and they're doing extremely well. So please, please, if you have any donations, school supplies or backpacks, up to the 28th of this month.
Thank you for doing that. Hard to believe there's some schools that start in 2 weeks, right? Crazy, crazy. All right, so we're long over time. We were going to show. So this is Chad's today, right?
Yes.
Okay, Chad, always awesome. One of the best teachers. We've made an investment. We're going to have him every month. You need to stay for Chad. Extremely good teacher. Also, FMLS, we're going to send you this by link, and we're going to show it again next week.
They sent it out to us already.
Okay, you've seen this. So, yeah, look at this carefully, because they're changing the way coming soon.
Really controversial.
Yeah, I'm not in agreement with it at all, but this is the way it is, so you need to know this. Okay? All right, stay for Chad right here. If you have any golf, if you filled them out, bring them up to me here, and y'all have a great week.
If you don't go to your closing and one question comes up, you've lost anything you built. Thank you so much.